Well, if anyone is going to offer a threat to Veda Scott, it is Danyah. Again, Team Canada's captain Gail Kim has selected her to start things off, so it's a big match to kick off this tournament, Dustin.
Absolutely. We know this could perhaps be the last time we see Gail Kim inside that ring. It's a special night, not just for the tournament, Scott.
Looks like everybody's ready to go. There's the bell, and the Canusa Classic for 2017 is officially underway.
Now, what I think is going to be interesting here, Scott, as you hear the USA echo throughout the arena, how is the crowd going to be a factor? What side are they really going to be on?
Well, you would assume that home field advantage would lie with the Canadians being here in Toronto, but at the same time, every year there seem to be fans of the American side as well. This is definitely an international event.
Veda Scott offering her hand in sportsmanship.
She said it's in the spirit of international competition. There's a show of respect. Oh, but Danyah, sorry, going right into that headlock off the bat.
Not very Canadian of her.
Oh, it's all about momentum, Dustin, as we talked about earlier.
Absolutely is, and this would be a big, big first point for whoever is able to score it for their team.
So got an armbar applied there by Veda Scott, trying to wear down Danyah early. That's the thing in a tournament like this, each match so important. You don't want to get over anxious off the bat. A lot of nerves going through the stomachs of all the women competing here tonight. There's a lot at stake here, more than just personal pride.
Right, you don't want to be the one that costs it for your team. This isn't I mean, sure, it's a best of 7 in terms of how many matches there are, but it's not best of 7 once you're in there. This is it. This is your one opportunity to make an impact.
Cover here. No one knows that better than Veda Scott. She has made this tournament her own over the years. 2-time Canusa Classic champion with Team USA. Danyah, Canusa Classic champion in her own right, picking up a win with Team Canada last year.
Danyah showing off the impressive physique as well. You know, we don't see Danyah wrestle a whole lot around here, but at the same time, every time she shows up in better condition.
That's it. She's always working out. A nice grapevine there applied there by Veda Scott. But you're right, Dustin. Danyah's in great shape. Clean break there from Veda Scott.
Let's take nothing away from Veda Scott either. She recently just came back from the UK. Like, she has had a tremendous run recently, making a huge name for herself. So who knows how much of that will take into effect here, the long travel and whatever else.
Well, and that's the thing about traveling. It breeds better competition for yourself. You're seeing different styles when you're in the ring there. And obviously, Veda Scott going to take what she learned over there in the UK, try to apply it here tonight. But right now, it is all Danyah.
Come on!
Elbow right to the face here. Danyah now into the covers. And that's put Veda Scott away. No, not yet.
Ooh, that was nasty.
Dustin, how many wins at an event does one have to have before it's official to start calling it a streak? Is 4 enough?
I think it would be, especially when you consider just the history of this show. It's not as if she took a show off here and there.
Well, and that's the thing, is that Veda Scott, for whatever reason, with whether it's her representing, hang on into the cover here, she might end it already. Kick out there from Danyah. Whether it's representing her country or whether it's just a bigger platform for her to perform at. She seems to just bring it every time the Canusa Classic rolls around.
Hold on, she got a choke there, a blatant choke right in front of the official.
And taking some liberties with the rules here, Dustin. Trying to take any advantage she can here over Danyah. I can't really blame her.
And again, now just trying to choke the life out of her. And it's a great strategy. I mean, you do have to count of 5, and if any damage you can do to someone's breathing ability is to your advantage for sure.
Again, momentum in a tournament like this is just so important. Especially, not just for the 2 women in the match right now, but for the 2 women in match number 2, you definitely want to come in there. It eases your mind a little bit knowing that you're coming in with a lead already. You don't want to be behind the 8 ball that fast.
Oh, at no point in this tournament do you want to be fighting from behind.
Pressure starts to mount as the matches wear on. Nice axe kick there. How about this? Some modified cattle mutilation almost there from Veda Scott. Dead center of the ring. Danya's a long way away from that bottom rope. And Dustin, this thing might be over.
Oh, she let go. I don't know if she just lost grip on it. Or just thought better of it, perhaps this whole ground and pound is working out better for her.
Well, the damage might be done nonetheless as Veda Scott now goes for a reverse waist lock here, perhaps thinking German suplex. Danyah able to fight over a little nice switch there.
Yeah, that's the great core strength of Danyah right there.
Hang on here. Core strength here. Again into a cover. 2 and kick out there from Veda Scott. This first round matchup continues here. The 2017 Canusa Classic. How about the entrance there, Veda Scott?
Well, that's the thing. She's believing the hype. We're talking about the streak, and it is for sure a thing. But is it? I think it's more a thing when you start believing it.
Well, and that's it. I think she's got a confidence about her. We started to see it come out last year, the Canusa Classic. She picked up a big win there. And now again, coming out with obvious confidence. But it's, at some point, Dustin, with this undefeated streak at the Canusa Classic, does that mount more pressure on Veda Scott?
I guess it all depends on how you handle that pressure. Some people are motivated by it, and some people see it as a negative. And I don't think Veda Scott sees it as a negative. She certainly wouldn't be riding out here on a small bicycle.
And let's not forget, Dustin, last year, I mean, she's been a who's who of the Canadian women's division here at Canusa Classic. Last year, she defeated Vanessa Craven.
Which I think all of us going into it thought, okay, this is it. This is when the streak finally ends, putting her in the ring against the mountain. But she has a mountain to climb here right now, Scott. She just got her face kicked off.
Both women down. Well, match number 1 ended in a double countout. Oh, both women back to, I guess, as close to a vertical base as we're going to get them to. And just trading shots here in the center of the ring.
Suppose if you're able to defend yourself and able to fight, their count will stop.
Nice forearm shots there from Danyah. Punches in bunches. And a clothesline takes Veda Scott down. And Danyah starting to pick up momentum here. And a boot right to the face.
This could be it, Scott.
Into the cover now, Danyah looking for that first point, but she's not going to get it yet. 2 count. This is referee Matthew Grant. Now Danyah, Irish whip, Veda Scott into the corner there. And a drop kick.
Oh, good Lord.
And another one.
Right in the midsection that time.
Danyah trying to put Veda Scott away with repeated stomps.
Talk about stomping a mud hole in somebody.
Drags her to the center of the ring, into the cover, 2 count, and oh! I thought that might have been it there, Dustin.
That very well could have been. Veda Scott is in a whole world of trouble right now. She just needs the ropes to pull herself back up to a vertical base.
The effects of this matchup wearing on both of these women, but it has been Danyah in firm control of this matchup for quite some time now. Nice switch there from Veda Scott. And a spear! Taking out Danyah. Can she capitalize with the cover? She is in the cover. And Danyah able to kick out. Perhaps Dustin taking a little bit too much time getting into the cover there.
I don't know if she intended to take that much time.
She's got the crossface locked in now, though, Dustin. And that is in the center of the ring. Now she's got a handful of hair as
she
well.
Sure does. I think he's more concerned about seeing if she's going to reach the ropes or not to call for the break. But she definitely has a handful of hair.
Oh, into the cover, nice reversal. Oh, how close was that? Danyah able to use Veda Scott's momentum against her and almost stole a victory there. Now she's got Veda Scott stepped up, and the referee got a foot in the face on that one. Oh, it's a Gurry though. And Veda Scott now into the cover. 2, and that's it.
Here's your winner, and still undefeated in Canusa Classic competition, Veda Scott.
Veda Scott officially 5-0. Dustin in the United States go up 1-0.
Just jotting down my notes right now, Scott, putting a tally beside USA. Not the way Team Canada wanted to start, but as you said, it's only 50-50 on who gets that first fight, who wins that first fight, but momentum is a hell of a thing.